The highlights of my career were 2 semi-final showings at the French Championships, a couple of showings also in the semi-finals of Wimbledon, and a final of the US Open. Then I became the first president of the ATP. In 1972. There was still an effort by the International Tennis Federation and the traditionalists in the sport to maintain control without any player input. That's why the ATP was formed, for player input. We had a meeting at the US Open underneath the stadium court there at Forest Hills. Everybody got together and said that regardless of whatever happened in the halls of power for tennis, the tennis players needed to have a say in it. It was clear from the start that we had formed this union of players to make a difference. Shortly after the formation, we faced an early challenge.
It all started last month in Yugoslavia when Nicky Pilic failed to represent his country in a Davis Cup match against New Zealand. He was promptly suspended, but that means Pilic will miss Wimbledon.
As I say, gentlemen, if you've got an association, the members have got to back that player up.
I was convinced that this was going to come to a head at Wimbledon, so I went around and I spoke to 50 or 60 players and had them sign a document which said fundamentally that if Nicky Pilic is not allowed to play, then undersigned is pulling out. And that is what led to the Wimbledon Walkout.
Mr. Drysdale phoned me and said that after long discussions that his ATP were unfortunately withdrawing from Wimbledon.
Wimbledon without the pros without Wimbledon. A deadlock with no tiebreaker.
And it was because of that moment in history that the players became part of the decision-making process through what became known as the Men's Tennis Council. It was an astounding time for professional tennis. It was transformational, there's no question about that. So to the extent that I was a little part of that, I'm very proud of it.